Welcome to a sun-drenched Empower Field at Mile High. We are excited about the start of this football season. I know Bronco fans are ready to get this year going with high expectations for sure.
The Denver Broncos broke the huddle in 2022, picked by many to have a resurgent season. The men in orange and blue lived up to their advanced billing by winning 2 out of their first 3 games.
They hand it off to Gordon, running left. Gordon into the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. This is exactly what the doctor ordered for this franchise.
But by December, the winds of fortune blew against Denver's season of promise. Following Denver's back-to-back victories in weeks 2 and 3, the Broncos were plagued by injuries and inconsistent offense, losing 8 of their next 11 contests.
Russell sets in the pocket, throws a ball that is intercepted, threw it right to a defender. This is a very angry Broncos team, and we've seen frustrations boil over, and I understand why.
Very competitive, and it's hard to lose games like this. And it's hard to have a season like this, and it takes its toll.
Finishing with a frustrating 5-12 record, Broncos leadership parted ways with first-year head coach Nathaniel Hackett, focusing their attention on rebuilding the team for future success. As last year's struggles inspire this year's progress, the 2023 Broncos are determined to reflect their resilient region, returning to a coursed, rugged toughness and sharp resolve akin to the Rocky Mountains. Denver has hired Sean Payton to engineer its revival.
Have an open mind to the direction we're going, but a clear vision as to where. Open mind, clear. And then there's a little bit of old school mixed in with the new school. We're going to get to work.
And the Broncos defense, with a huge play, keeps Kansas City from a score. Just like old times. Folks having some fun and making some noise. Why not?
And ultimately, it's winning in the fall and building a championship.
Wide open receiver, catch it to 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Greg Dulcich. How about a welcome to the NFL drive for the rookie out of UCLA?
What a way to start your pro career.
I think it's realistic for our fan base to expect a completely different type of culture. It's kind of one of those where you really knock the rearview mirror off the automobile. We're just looking forward.
Beckoning an ideal ever poised, unyielding to adversity or defeat.
And I think it's realistic for them to expect us to win.
The men of Mile High head west.
Last month, I said we were looking for a strong leader who could build a winning culture, one with accountability and discipline, and also build a really strong identity on offense. I couldn't be more proud of where we came out, and we have the perfect coach in Sean Payton.
The trials of 2022 brought Sean Payton to Denver. Payton is a coach with a winning pedigree. In 16 seasons as the Saints head coach, he helped guide the team to 3 NFC Championship games and a victory in Super Bowl 44.
What I love is that my son and my daughter and anyone in their generation would look at the Saints as a team that you had to contend with year in and year out for the last 16 years. Won a lot of games. And that's what it's about.
It's never been done before in this club's history. And yet I said to you early on, we're not carrying the sins of these old teams here forward. This is our deal.
This is what we have been waiting for. 2 #1 seeds matching up for the first time in 17 years.
All season long, we've been special. Right. All season long, we smelled right here. Let's go. Tonight, it's time to finish strong and hold up this trophy for our city.
Breeze sets up the screen. Pierre Thomas. Thomas still on his feet. Down to the 5. Makes the move. He's going to score. The miracle in Miami has happened. The Saints have won the Super Bowl.
He put a winning football team on the field just about every year for 15 seasons. And you don't do that without an incredible passion and intensity. As I called around and talked to others around the league, it kept coming up. It's the attention to detail.
Peyton's offense is all about the details. Consistent, efficient, and mistake-free execution will reshape Russell Wilson's performance in the Broncos scheme.
Hey, great opportunity, man. Couldn't be any better. Man, let's go. Do it one play at a time, locked in together. We're going to set the tone. We're going to set the tone.
Here's what I know. I know he's a hard worker. I know he's an extremely hard worker. That's important. And I think you take that, you understand the skill set, and then you go from there.
Go, one off. Here we go. It's coming your way. Coming your way. Here we go. Here we go.
Empty set for Wilson on 3rd and 2. Russ throws the ball. Judy's open and makes the catch. Judy's still on his feet. Down the sideline. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy, a 67-yard play.
Oh, let's get it. That's the way to dominate. That's the way to dominate. Let's get it. Let's go. All day. All day. Let's get it. Just get started. All night. Let's go.
On offense, Peyton's head west mentality means it's all about winning. To that end, Peyton inherits 3 premier wide receivers in Jerry Jeudy, Courtland Sutton, and Tim Patrick. Going into his 4th season, Jerry Jeudy brings a nuance and vertical threat to Sean Payton's revamped West Coast offense.
Jet sweep time. They give it to Jerry Jeudy. Jeudy follows a blocker and walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Denver.
He's very explosive. He's got extremely loose hips, which allow him to transition well. There's the nuances of the game relative to landmarks, the exactness of the passing game. All of those things, he's continued to get stronger. I enjoy working with him, and I told him, hey, I'm going to, be on you. We're going to, get the most out of you. And he's someone that certainly will be a big part of what we do.
Also a dynamic playmaker, wideout Courtland Sutton's athleticism will put the high in Mile High as he goes over the top of defenders. But even more impressive than that will be his leadership abilities in Peyton's offense.
Make sure we bring some juice with us. Juice all day. Juice all day. Everybody keep coming to me about the juice. Let's be the group that bring that juice. Hey, I was going to be dangerous. You know that, right? I know. Every play got a life of his own. Maximize that joint. Imagine we finna sit in there and watch that right after you run the play. How coach going to grade your execution, your technique? That's how you should be thinking about it.
Catch made, and this is Sutton. Sutton with a good move in between the hash marks. Home run ball left side. Patrick is there. Makes the catch in Denver with another touchdown. 44 yards.
Wideout Tim Patrick missed the entire 2022 campaign as a result of an ACL tear suffered in training camp.
That is Tim Patrick over the top of Bryce Hall.
Tim Patrick comes down with the big catch right there.
His return brings size and veteran experience to the position.
If we're maniacal with the details on the field, then we have to be that way in every other element. Everything matters. Everything, and I mean that everything is because I think it helps us win more. And that is creating culture.
Peyton's offensive culture wouldn't be complete without rounding out the backfield. With great lateral twitch and short area burst, running back Javonte Williams was a force in 2021. Williams suffered a knee injury in early 2022. His return next season will add a strong ground presence and elevate the Broncos' offense.
Williams batters himself and has a first down, and he's still on his feet. Just not willing to go down with arm tackles. Here comes Williams. Williams with a nice cut, and he is loose. 40, 35, 30. Foot race, 25, 20. Javonte Williams.
That's the type of thing I'm thinking of, like this pocket tissue I'm wearing right now has an angle going upwards, if you can see it, if any of you can. And the horse, I believe, has an angle going upwards. And so this morning when I put it on, it's kind of symbolic about the direction we're heading right now. And I know this at the top. Wayne Gretzky used to say the view never changes from the top, and that's where we're going. Defensively, you get a much clearer vision as to what's important. It's to win and to win and to win again.
Winning. That is the basis of Head West. No matter the arena or the opponent, the Broncos defense dares all. In 2022, Denver's defense was stout against the run and stingy against the pass, ranking top 5 in yards allowed per play, percentage of drives ending in touchdowns, and third down conversion percentage allowed.
Huntley takes a snap and a hit from behind, and down he goes, and that's Baron Browning. Free rusher, Benito runs right over the top of him, and he is sacked back at the 15-yard line.
Jacob Martin playing his first game for his hometown team.
5-man rush. Ryan is forced to roll out, and he's going to be sacked back outside the 30-yard line. Shotgun hit as he throws. The ball is knocked free, and that was Jonathan Cooper.
To enhance the Broncos defense, Peyton hired Vance Joseph as Denver's defensive coordinator. In his second stint with the Broncos, Joseph rejoins Denver after working as the Cardinals DC for 4 seasons.
Hey, we playing to win, right, guys? If we do it right, you play to win, you win. We have to nail adjustments, right? As we adjust this thing as we go, let's nail it.
In 4 years with Joseph, the Cardinals defense ranked top 10 in 4 statistical categories. Joseph will bring that same level of dominance to the Broncos defenders he inherited. Violent defender on pass as well as the run game, linebacker Josey Jewell is a tackling machine.
Man, Josey Jewell is tattooing people.
I'll tell you what, Josey Jewell came up and put a big hit on him. Josey Jewell having a game.
They run the draw, and Josey Jewell has Josh Jacobs in the backfield.
That was a big hit by the outlaw Josey Jewell.
I could feel that one sitting up here in the stands.
Linebacker Alex Singleton is a versatile defender, productive in all defensive situations. Singleton led the team in tackles in 2022 and will be an invaluable component to Joseph's 2023 Orange Crush defense.
Big third down here for the Broncos defense. 3rd and 5. Trips wide side left. Denver brings 6. McCoy in the pocket. Throws a ball that is too high and picked off. That's Justin Simmons. Simmons at the 35. Heads to the west sideline. And Justin Simmons with the interception. His 4th of the season. His 25th of his career.
Hey, what's nice if you read the tight end because they know they got to get to me fast because I'll shoot it. It's just 80, all of them. The draws and the just C3. Could you see how I shot that? Because then you can just be outside of me and we'll be good.
In addition to inheriting a stellar group of second-level defenders, Joseph will have arguably the best secondary in the NFL. Cornerback Pat Surtain and safety Justin Simmons will patrol Denver's no-fly zone airspace in 2023. Pat Surtain was a wide receiver shadow in 2022. His sophomore season concluded with numerous accolades, culminating in selection to the Associated Press All-Pro First Team. Surtain racked up 60 tackles, 2 interceptions, and 10 passes defensed.
Pat Surtain was in his hip pocket.
That was intended for Adams. There's Surtain again. My goodness.
This is not your everyday corner, folks.
That man, Pat Surtain, was step for step Pat Surtain was there. Great play.
Patrick Surtain. You see what he just did to Michael Hasty. I'm going to face you up. I'm going to wrap you up. Are you going to try and fight for some extra yardage? Sit out.
Safety Justin Simmons was just as exceptional.
Here's Lawrence rolling to his right now. And intercepted. Justin Simmons. This is an unbelievable play. Look at him. He's just eyeing Trevor. And then look at that. Catches it right out of the air.
His first interception of the season, just when the Broncos needed to have it.
Simmons tied for a league-leading 6 interceptions in 2022, having only played in 12 games.
Going to be intercepted by Justin Simmons. They load it up and throw the ball for Kenyon Drake, and it's intercepted by Justin Simmons in the end zone. Throws a ball that is too high and picked off as Justin Simmons, his 4th of the season, throws a ball middle of the field. It's intercepted by Simmons.
McSorley never saw Justin Simmons.
Mahomes out of trouble, throwing, end zone, intercepted. Justin Simmons, his 6th pick of the season.
I thought there was a window there, but that was just a bad throw that a good player made of a good play on.
Simmons, what many believe is the best safety in football.
I talk about it all the time about interceptions. It's a complete defensive effort. The game is bigger than yourself, right? The game is bigger than me getting an interception, bigger than guys getting sacks, bigger than guys getting TFLs. Like, all those things come when all 11 of us do our job. I just try to always be accountable, be in the right spot, be exactly where I tell the guys I'm going to be, and make a play when the play comes to me.
A lot of respect. Top safety from the class, man. You know it. Keep going. Keep throwing out. Yes, sir. Keep going.
I know this. The work has started. I kind of use this term. A little bit more anonymous donors this season. Where we're not. You just know that we're working.
Head coach Sean Payton has already begun the work to securing Denver's future success, both with inherited personnel as well as prized pickups in free agency. Payton's Head West philosophy also means solidifying team deficiencies. Defensive end Zach Allen was acquired from Arizona to improve Denver's pass rush. A disruptive penetrator exhibiting relentless pursuit from snap to whistle, Allen will be a dominant force in 2023.
A pressure player, someone that I remember doing a lot of work on when he came out of the draft. It's one of the areas that we paid close attention to, and we'll find a role within what we're doing where he can help us. I think it's always a challenge to find those guys that you can say are pressure players, but he's one of them.
An offensive lineman won't show up in the highlights very often, so let's put a spotlight on right guard Ben Powers, who threw a devastating block.
To add some juice to Denver's run game and improve pass protection, Sean Payton and general manager George Payton went big with acquisitions in former Ravens guard Ben Powers and 49ers right tackle Mike McGlinchey.
I love Mike. I think he's a phenomenal tackle. There's a reason why he was high in free agency when we brought him here. Just from the last couple of years, we've gone through so many different right tackles, and have a guy that's going to be there for the next 5 years is, special.
I love what I just saw. Mike McGlinchey took Roquan Smith and planted him on his back. Big block by McGlinchey, caving it down inside, creating that lane.
Sky's the limit for him. I feel like we could be the best duo tackles in the league.
We know Sean wants size. He wants a big physical football team, and I think, that's kind of been, what we've been looking for all offseason. You look in free agency with some of the signings we did there, and it's all about competition. You can't have enough depth, and I think, we helped our depth.
Payton also set sights on improving Broncos special teams. To aid on multiple fronts, Payton hired coach Mike Westhoff as an assistant head coach.
Mike would be someone that would be right up there at the top from a coordinator standpoint, a Hall of Fame type coordinator. We brought him in to work with our kicking game. He helped us tremendously. I consider him one of the best coaches I've been around. He's got a unique personality. He's a great teacher, and he thinks outside the box, and I like those traits.
Westhoff is one of the most respected and accomplished special team coaches in league history, who spent a decade on staff of Pro Football Hall of Fame head coach Don Shula.
We're going to pull it. Kerry, you play the 5 over here. You've got the 4, the 3 on this side over here. Listen up now. Let's go. Make sure that we stay on our rails. Let's go.
Hired as Denver's special teams coordinator, Ben Kotwika brings 15 years of coaching experience to the Broncos. Last season with the Vikings, Kotwika helped coach a unit posting top 10 rankings in multiple categories. With all pieces in place under the helm of head coach Sean Payton's firm direction, 2023 will be a win-filled future for the men of Mile High.
Discipline, toughness, and football makeup and character is going to be real important for who is a Denver Bronco. Intelligence, communication, and then we kind of earn it with our fans, and we've got fantastic fans that will appreciate that. And look, it's not for everyone. It's not for everyone. There are a lot of people that embrace and are comfortable with change, and then there are a few that aren't. I'll be challenging, I'm sure, at times with this process, but there's something I have in the back of my mind relative to how I think we need to be successful that never changes, and those are things that I look forward to putting in place.